What vision do you carry inside your mind? What dream is living inside your heart that you want to bring into reality? A dream by itself is only a dream. You can imagine the kind of life you want to live. You can picture the kind of impact you want to make. You can visualize the kind of future you want to create. But until you wake up and start building a real plan, that dream will remain nothing more than imagination. Dreaming is easy. Planning is where transformation begins. If your goal is to become the best version of yourself, then you must become obsessed with improvement. Becoming better is not a shortcut. It is not a trick. It is not a single change that suddenly fixes everything. Growth is a campaign, a relentless campaign. It is a battle that takes place every day, every hour, every week, a constant fight against weakness, a continuous struggle against temptation, a war against laziness. Improvement is discipline. Improvement is commitment. Improvement is waking up early and pushing through the day. It is going to sleep late because you are still chasing your vision. It is squeezing value out of every single second in between. Every day, I believe something powerful. If I focus deeply on something, if I study it, if I analyze the patterns, if I truly understand it, I believe I can build anything I set my mind on. It is difficult to fully explain. It almost sounds philosophical, but I strongly believe that we become the people we choose to be. The biggest difference between me and many other people is simple. I am not afraid to exhaust myself chasing greatness. Put us both on a treadmill. You may have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me. You might be more attractive than me. You might outperform me in many areas. You may beat me in 9 out of 10 categories. But if we both step onto that treadmill, there are only two possible outcomes. Either you get off first, or I collapse from pushing harder, because I refuse to be outworked. That is the difference. If someone blocks my path, I will find another way back in. And if I cannot, I will push until there is nothing left in me. It is a very simple idea. The person who hustles the hardest often wins. The person willing to chase the loose ball, the one willing to die for opportunities others ignore, the one who refuses to quit when everyone else slows down, that person ends up succeeding. In many industries, the reason people fail is not talent. It is effort. They get outworked, they miss opportunities, they hesitate. I truly believe something important. If you are focused, if you are passionate, if you are driven, you can achieve nearly anything. Because when you truly care, you find a way. And remember this, we control our minutes. We control our hours. We control our days. We control our weeks. We control our months. We control our years. Stop allowing life to happen to you. Stop accepting whatever negativity people bring into your world. You chose to show up. You chose to accept invitations. You chose the relationships you are in. You chose the people you surround yourself with. At the end of the day, how do you feel about your life? It is easy to blame others. It is convenient to blame circumstances. But many people wake up every day choosing dysfunction, choosing chaos, choosing drama, choosing excuses. They blame their childhood. Iki. They blame their environment. They blame their past. And they use those excuses to justify why they are not succeeding. If you do not like your friends, why are you still around them? If you do not trust the people managing your career, why do you keep them there? If you continue surrounding yourself with the same negative influences, why would you expect different results? Look at your circle. Look at the environments you move through. Do those choices reflect someone who truly values themselves? If you respect yourself, why tolerate people who disrespect you? You know what they say behind your back. You know they are jealous. You know they envy your progress. You know they do not support you. They have shown you signs again and again. Yet because you fear loneliness, you keep going back. You keep attending the events. You keep accepting the invitations. You keep returning to the same toxic environments. I'm not telling you to isolate yourself. I'm not saying people should live alone with no friends or family. What I'm saying is simple. You are mature enough to recognize the difference between healthy relationships and harmful ones. If you constantly surround yourself with negative, dysfunctional people, do not expect peace. Do not expect restful sleep. You cannot fill your day with chaos and expect your mind to feel calm. Stop sitting in self-pity. Stop making endless excuses for why you are not winning. Your results reflect your decisions. You cannot spend time with negative people and expect positive outcomes. Stop complaining about your body if you refuse to exercise. Stop criticizing your appearance if you refuse to change your habits. Al-Brahing, you are responsible for the life you are living. Even if you live in a difficult environment, you can still create peace within your life. That is a choice. We live in a generation that specializes in excuses. People blame everything except themselves, but you still have the power to choose. Negativity does not randomly appear in your life. It comes from the people you allow around you. Your days feel exhausting because of the company you keep. You have 24 hours every day. When you lie down at night, your satisfaction with the day depends on who you allowed into it. Stop pretending you have no choice. You always have a choice. Excuses always sound convincing to the person making them. You may have hundreds of reasons why nothing is changing, but the truth is simple. Like, if you keep telling yourself nothing will change your thinking, and you will change your life. If your environment is not improving, change your environment. I get frustrated watching people destroy their potential. They think themselves into depression. They think themselves into misery. They think themselves into clinging to relationships that ended years ago. Meanwhile, the other person has already moved forward. Everything begins in the mind. Shift your thinking, and your life will begin to shift. You must break the cycle of negativity. You must wake up. You must break free from the mindset holding you down. I do not feel sorry for people who refuse to help themselves. The real issue is that some people feel sorry for themselves. Even when others offer encouragement, they twist it into negativity. Every positive message becomes something negative. Every attempt to motivate them gets turned into criticism. They manipulate hope into despair. It becomes unbelievable. Yes, you grew up with those people. Yes, they were childhood friends. Yes, they may be family, but you still have a responsibility to pursue peace. I want to laugh. I want to smile. I want to enjoy life. I want to feel good about the people around me. Just because someone invites me does not mean I must go. Just because someone calls does not mean I must answer. Just because we share history does not mean I must remain involved in everything they do. Why? Because every experience shapes how we feel about our lives. Just because you sleep at night does not mean you're truly resting. You may close your eyes, but your mind may still be in chaos. When your days are filled with conflict, arguments, stress, negativity, your spirit cannot relax. Stop acting like a victim. You chose those friendships. You chose those environments. You chose how to spend your time. Just because you receive an invitation does not mean you must attend. Nobody wants to feel alone, but why spend your life feeling miserable just to avoid loneliness? Feeling good about your life is not optional. It is your responsibility. And here is the truth. I genuinely do not care what critics say about me. I cannot remember the last time I lost sleep over someone who dislikes me. People talk, people speculate, people write things online, but none of that controls my peace because I know who I am. I know my intentions, and if someone misunderstands me, that is their interpretation. The real question is this: will you hear these words, feel inspired for a moment, and then return to your old habits, or will you change? Because every day is a new beginning. Every morning is a new chance. Today is a new day. And time is the most valuable asset we possess. Time cannot be replaced. Time cannot be recovered. Time defines everything we accomplish. Many people go to jobs they dislike. They work long hours without passion. Others attend school without motivation. They study simply because they feel obligated. But some people eventually realize something deeper. All of these experiences can strengthen you. All of these moments can shape your future. That understanding is a mindset. It is the ability to respect small beginnings. It is recognizing that something greater may be guiding your path. Success never happens overnight. Success is built step by step. Learning, studying, growing, falling down, standing up again, failing, and then failing forward. Success requires late nights. Success requires early mornings. Sometimes passion wakes you before any alarm clock. Sometimes something inside you whispers, you are meant for more. You are capable of more. Never allow anyone to convince you otherwise. Believe that you can overcome depression. Believe that you can overcome fear. Believe that you can overcome anxiety. Difficult moments will come, but difficulty builds strength. Challenges develop resilience. The harder the journey, the stronger you become. Practice builds mastery. Repetition builds skill. Every lap, every lesson, every page, every training session, all of it strengthens you. You are built for this. Do not quit. Your circumstances do not define you. Atya, not stress, not finances, not family struggles, not learning difficulties, not grades, not test scores. You were designed with potential. Nothing happens by accident. Your presence here has meaning. This moment has meaning. This is your opportunity. This is your moment. Stop wasting time. Visualize the future you want. Picture your success clearly. Write down your goals, put them where you can see them, and then commit yourself to the daily work required to achieve them. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay hungry, ask questions, seek mentors, learn from those who have walked the path before you, and outwork everyone around you. Remember something powerful: limitations exist mostly in the mind. If you allow imagination to guide you, your possibilities become limitless. Growth does not happen without struggle. Rainbows appear after storms. Many of the strongest leaders were shaped by loss. Pain often creates purpose. Challenges create wisdom. And remember, everyone faces difficulties, even billionaires, even CEOs, even entertainers. Problems are part of life, but they are not life itself. Your attitude toward those problems defines your future. Success is built one day at a time. How you show up every day matters. How you treat people matters. How much effort you give matters. And mistakes will happen. You will fail, sometimes dramatically. But failure is not the end. Failure is part of growth. Learn from it. Grow through it. Keep moving forward. Because time is moving whether you act or not. How many minutes have we wasted? How many hours? How many weeks? How many years? We cannot recover lost time, but we can change how we use the time ahead. Discover why you were born. Discover your purpose. And once you find that purpose, step into it. Work on yourself. Grow constantly. Never stop improving. Human beings possess unlimited potential. Unlike animals or plants, we can reinvent ourselves. We can transform our lives. Invest time in your growth, expand your vision, strengthen your skills, improve your mind, improve your body, improve your relationships, improve your financial life. Because if you do not invest in yourself, you will settle for less than you deserve. And many people already have. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? Have you accepted less than what you truly wanted? Did you give up before reaching your full potential? The moment you stop settling, your life begins to change. So ask yourself, what do I want? What results am I chasing? What outcome matters most? Clarity creates power. The clearer your goal, the faster your mind can guide you toward it. Know where you want to go and trust that the path will reveal itself. Because sometimes one unexpected moment, one unexpected opportunity can change everything. And the truth is, most people are not ready when that moment arrives. Most people spend years waiting for something big to happen, but they never prepare themselves for it. They sit around thinking that success will knock on their door one day without realizing that opportunity only visits those who are already working, already grinding, already building themselves in silence. You don't get ready when the opportunity shows up. You must already be ready before it arrives. Because opportunity doesn't wait. It doesn't give you time to think. It doesn't come with a warning. It just appears. And in that exact second, now either you step forward or you miss it forever. And that's the difference between people who win in life and those who keep saying, what if? Winners prepare in the dark. They train when nobody is watching. They work when nobody is clapping. They build skills when nobody is noticing, so that when that one unexpected chance appears, they don't hesitate. They don't doubt. They execute, because hesitation kills more dreams than failure ever will. Most people think they need the perfect time, the perfect conditions, the perfect support system. But life doesn't work like that. Life tests you first and then rewards you later, not the other way around. You have to be willing to move forward even when you feel uncertain, even when you feel unprepared, even when you feel scared, because growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from pressure. It comes from stepping into situations that force you to evolve. And let me tell you something. The reason many people stay stuck is not because they don't have opportunity. It's because they don't recognize them. Opportunities don't always come wrapped in something obvious. Sometimes they come disguised as hard work, as sacrifice, as uncomfortable situations. Sometimes the very thing you are avoiding is the exact thing that can change your life. You say you want success, but are you willing to be uncomfortable for it? Are you willing to sacrifice your time, your energy, your distractions, your excuses? Because success demands everything from you, not just your interest, but your commitment. People love to talk about dreams, but very few people are willing to live like their dreams depend on their actions. Every single day. Every morning you wake up. Anaku, you have a choice. You can stay the same, or you can push yourself forward, even if it's just one step. Because one step repeated daily becomes a journey, and that journey becomes transformation. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start moving. Clarity comes from action, not from overthinking. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is what carries you when you don't feel like doing anything. Ikinki, there will be days when you feel tired, days when you feel like quitting, days when nothing seems to be working. But those are the days that matter the most because those are the days that separate the average from the extraordinary. Isakosari, anyone can work when they feel good. But real growth happens when you continue, even when you don't. Iku, you have to build a mindset that doesn't depend on feelings. A mindset that says, no matter how I feel, why I will keep going. Because consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. And understand this, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to push you every single day. Nobody is going to chase your dreams for you. It's on you. Your life is your responsibility. And stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your environment. Stop blaming other people. Because as long as you keep blaming, you give away your power. Yoris. And the moment you take full responsibility, that's the moment everything starts to change. Because now you are in control. You control your habits, your decisions, your actions, your effort, and those small daily choices, they shape your future. What you do today determines where you will be tomorrow. So ask yourself, are your daily actions aligned with the life you want, or are you just repeating the same patterns, expecting different results? You can steal because if nothing changes, nothing changes. Danha, you cannot keep doing the same things and expect a different outcome. You have to be willing to break old habits, to step out of your comfort zone, to do things that feel difficult, to do things that feel unfamiliar. That's where growth lives. And yes, it will feel uncomfortable. It will feel hard. It will feel like you're not ready, but that's exactly where you need to be. Because if it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. You were not created to live an average life. You were not created to settle. You were not created to play small. Calling, there is something inside you, something powerful, something capable of more. But it's up to you to unlock it. No one else can do it for you. You have to push yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to show up for yourself. Even when no one else does, because at the end of the day, it's not about who supports you, it's about who you become. And who you become is based on what you do consistently, not occasionally. So stop waiting, stop delaying, stop making excuses. Start now. Start where you are with what you have. Because the perfect moment doesn't exist. The moment you decide becomes the perfect moment. And remember this. The one unexpected moment, one unexpected opportunity can change everything. But only if you are ready for it. And once you understand that, everything begins to shift. You stop waiting for things to happen and you start making things happen because you realize that your life is not built on luck. It is built on decisions. Small decisions, repeated daily. The decision to wake up when you don't feel like it. The decision to work when nobody is watching. The decision to keep going, even when progress feels slow. Because let me tell you something. Slow progress is still progress. And most people quit, not because they can't do it, but because they don't see results fast enough. They want instant success, instant recognition, instant results. But greatness doesn't work like that. Greatness is built in silence. It is built in the moments nobody sees. It is built in the discipline you show when nobody is forcing you. That's where your character is formed. That's where your future is decided. Because when nobody is watching, that's when the real you shows up. Are you still working? Or are you making excuses? Are you still pushing? Or are you giving up? Are you still focused? Or are you distracted? Because distractions are everywhere. Your phone, your environment, people around you, everything is trying to pull you away from your goals. And if you don't control your focus will be controlled by everything else. You have to protect your energy. You have to protect your time. You have to protect your vision because not everyone deserves access to your life. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams. Some people will drain you. Some people will doubt you. Some people will distract you. Intractop, and if you're not careful, they will pull you down to their high skill level. Key. That's why you must be selective. Key. Selective with your circle. Yi. Selective with your habits. Selective with your time. Because your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your life. If you surround yourself with negativity, you will start thinking negatively. If you surround yourself with ambition, you will start growing. It's that simple. You don't rise by chance, you rise by choice. And that choice must be made every single day. Even when it's hard. Even when it's uncomfortable. Even when it feels like nothing is working. Because those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments that build you. Those are the moments that prepare you for that one unexpected opportunity. That can change everything. And when that moment comes, you don't want to be the person who says, I wish I had prepared. You want to be the person who says, I've been ready. That's the difference. So keep going. Keep building. Keep improving. Because your time is coming. And when it does, you better be ready. And when your time finally comes, when that opportunity stands right in front of you, there will be no time to hesitate. No time to overthink. No time to doubt yourself. Because in that moment, everything you've done in the past will show up. Your discipline, your consistency, your work ethic, your mindset, it will all come together, and either it will carry you forward or it will expose the fact that you weren't prepared. That's why preparation is everything, because pressure doesn't break you. It reveals you. It shows who you really are and who you've been becoming every single day. So the question is, who are you becoming? Are you becoming stronger? More focused? More disciplined? Or are you becoming distracted? Lazy? Then comfortable? Because comfort is dangerous. It feels good, but it keeps you stuck. It keeps you average. And you were never meant to be average. You were meant for more. But more requires sacrifice. More requires effort. More requires discipline. And most importantly, more requires belief. Belief in yourself. Belief in your ability. Belief that no matter how hard it gets, you will find a way. Because that's what winners do. They find a way. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't wait for approval. They don't wait for someone to come and save them. They take responsibility and they move step by step, day by day, until one day everything changes. And people will look at you and say, you got lucky, but they didn't see the nights you stayed up. They didn't see the sacrifices you made. They didn't see the battles you fought. They didn't see the discipline you built. They only see the PD Nihilida result. But you know the truth. You know the journey. And that's what makes it worth it. So don't stop now. Don't slow down now. Don't doubt yourself now. You've come too far to quit. You've invested too much to give up. You've grown too much to go back. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your life. So go after it with everything you have. Because at the end of the day, you either take the opportunity or you live with the regret of missing it. And regret is far more painful than hard work ever will be.